Hi there, this is Leslie Hayes with The Leslie Hayes Show, and on this episode we're going to walk around the Visalia Convention Center as we get ready for our business series, The Experience, and I want to show you a little bit about what we're going to do and what we're going to do next for our next project. Come on, let's go. I want to introduce you to Sam Volker. She works with me at LOM Productions and is a huge part of our marketing and really a lot of our concepts. So we're going to go on in and we'll show you what we're going to be doing for this experience, the educational series. Hey Sam, what do you think? I mean, the room's great. We're getting ready for the 3 series.
Yeah, they did a great job setting up for us. We got all our snacks and our coffee and everything, and we have our slideshow ready. What do you think about the slides?
The slides are amazing. Thank you. And the reason I like the slides is because we're using people that have actually been part of the business strategy, right?
Yes.
And so they get to see themselves, and there's several people that have shared with us and been with us at not only the business strategy, but
all
the
of our shows,
Wedding Expo, right?
Yep, all 3 shows. We have some people that have been to our first show, second show, and third, and are coming back again to the next 2 shows. That's amazing.
Yes. So we really, using them in our slides is just so genuine. And for them, it's really, they get to know that how much we appreciate them.
Yeah.
And of course, them being here at class shows how much they support LOM Productions, the experience, and business strategy. So we're really happy about that. So we've broken it down into the modules, which I love. And we've got the slides to go along with it.
Yep.
So, you know, the first one's how to get started. What's in the brand is the next one. What's in your contract, which is
important.
Really good.
Yes.
Yes.
You need to know what's in your contract.
You can't be mad at me if.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
good.
That's going to be part of the slides. You can't be mad at me if, because you have to take responsibility. We're going to teach our students, the participants, that a lot of what people ask for is out of your control. So you really need to include in your contract the things that you shouldn't be held responsible for. And then the 4th module is clauses that keep the peace and your sanity. So it kind of ties together. But all of this, of course, you know me, I'm going to weave in sales, because in a lot of business and a lot of people that are coming, that's ultimately what they are doing. If they're selling their business, they're selling themselves. Our last class will be sales for the non-sales person.
Yep, so it'll tie in, every single class will tie into that ending class. So, because sales is everything.
It's everything.
Yep. She's always telling me sales.
Sales. Well, and it doesn't have to come across salesy, right? It's you're offering them a service, you're giving them a gift a lot of times, and so, the final part is them just making the decision to accept it. That's what it is. So we're excited, and thank you. These are perfect.
Thank you.
So bringing it here, I think, was really important.
And they're always really accommodating too, and they will work with you very well. So
yes.
That's something we really like as well.
And our mixer, of course, is downtown.
Yep, right down the street.
Which is great, because like I said, I think we kind of were going back and forth for locations, right?
Yeah, we were, because we were looking at the Wyndham, which is not downtown. I mean, it's close, but not.
Yeah, there were a lot of different places we could have used. And then we said, even Scott was like, what about the convention center?
I think he was the one that brought it up.
Scott,
Leslie's husband said, convention center.
Yes, he was the one.
Yeah, so it's kind of nice to come full circle from the experience down the hall and then come back up here for class. So yeah.
This is our future plan, and to the city of Visalia and to people who know me, or maybe don't even know me, this is what I've done for a long time. I love to teach. I feel that, as a teacher, you learn by teaching because you have the students, and so you have to open up everything.
Yeah.
And you have to look at it from a different perspective. So teaching for me is really sharing, but I don't want people to make some of the mistakes that I might have made, right? Rushing into an opportunity when maybe you weren't quite ready. A lot of people transition from a job, like let's say if they work full time and they're excited about going into the business, maybe they're not quite ready.
Yeah, and they don't know all the ins and outs of it quite yet, so they kind of skipped a step. Yeah.
So the affirmation is it's okay. It is a-okay to get that transition, and know that sometimes you gotta pull back a little, but have a great plan.
Yes.
So if you have an exit plan ahead of time, it's not a negative thing. A lot of people go, oh, I've got to have my exit plan, like they're ready to run out. An exit plan is really a pre-thought way of what you're going to do next. and how you're going to continue to make the money that you made at your job, right? So this educational series, The Experience, an educational series, the word experience for me has grown so much. I think everybody uses my word now.
I think so. Actually, yeah. Whenever,
It's like buying a car though, right? You buy that car and you see it everywhere. So maybe the word's been used a lot before, but it truly
now it's
is
ubiquitous. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good word. I like that.
Thank you. You can use it. Feel free to use it.
Okay, thank you. You know, I mean, part of what I teach is words too, because the English language and words are really important. If you hear a word that you don't know the meaning of it, go look it up.
Yeah. Actually, I got this app that's like I get to learn every hour. It sends me a new word.
That's great.
Yeah.
So teach me some.
Okay. I will. Yeah. When it sends me, I'll show it to you. So, yeah.
Because it's true, you know, and speaking, I think it's really important presentation as well. So when people are speaking, and those are all things I teach that sometimes when you transfer or you go from a hobby to business, those are the little things that someone could be wonderful in certain things, but when they speak, maybe it doesn't come off the right way.
Yeah, it could be off-putting, or even that could lose you the sale if you don't know how to speak to the person that you're trying to sell to, or provide your service to.
Yes, and so constantly thinking about that, and it becomes memory. That's the whole thing, is I want to be able to teach the concept so it's not like you're having to keep reading through. I mean, reading is important, repetition is important, consistency is important, but at some point it becomes in here and it's like muscle memory. And that's one of the things. And as an athlete, anyone that's good at a talent, it's not like they just walked up and did it. No, it is about practice, muscle memory and practice and consistency. And so when you're selling, it is about being consistent, right? Because then it becomes more natural.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right, and learning the scripts. And what do I always say? I don't want people to be like me, right? I want them to be them.
Yeah.
But my teaching is that they can be themselves genuinely, and they get the tools to help them feel more comfortable in what they do.
And that's what you can help them with, the tools.
Yeah. And there's things sometimes we can't control, of course. Yes. But we always try to be prepared. And I think this last experience,
we were over-prepared.
It was just the two of us, really, from the construction of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the smart thing is we've gotten to the position where we hired people.
Yeah, that was huge. That was
Thank God.
Yep.
Where it did a lot of the manual labor, because we were doing the structural and all of the different things, and they were able to direct and put them where they needed to
physical labor that we needed some extra help with. Yeah.
But a whole year later, I really feel we went from not knowing anything, like we knew nothing, seriously, we knew the concept, but we had never done it before. And I think when you've never done something before, that planning, it's something you learn, right?
Oh yeah, we were constantly learning from each show. There's something new every time. We're like, oh, write this down for the next one, write this down for the next one.
Yeah, and because I'm a planner, I think of all the things that could go wrong. And that might sound negative, but
no, it's to be prepared.
It's constantly being prepared.
Yeah.
So if we do this, what could happen? And we do think about how it looks like for our guest and how it looks for our vendors. And sometimes it's two different things, right? Because they have two different goals, two different objectives.
Yeah, and they see different things too. Yeah.
For me, communication, if somebody says, I want to spend time, I want to talk to you, give me a call.
Yeah. Or go to coffee or whatever.
Yeah, take me to coffee. Because we're going to get a lot more said, right?
Yes.
And we're going to get to know each other. People want to put them on my preferred vendor list. And it's hard because I say I don't have one. What I do have is I have friendships. I have relationships. And I will refer people based upon the energy of my client, based upon the energy of that person. It doesn't mean I don't have a list of people that I would use, because there is. There's like 3 people in each category, 3 type of vendors. However, there are some I don't have vendors for, or I may only have one, or they're going out of the business. So it's like, I'd love
to know more people.
Put you and get to know you and be able to, because I want to be able to sell you. If I'm going to refer
need to know you
to somebody and I say they're amazing, I want to make sure you're amazing, right?
Got to back it up. Yeah.
So the only way I can do that is if I meet you. And we have great Claudio, Level Up DJ. Before I asked him to be the DJ for the experience, I said, we need to have coffee first.
Yep.
And he's like, huh? I said, I've seen and I've heard you're a great DJ, but I want to know you as a person. And we did. And we went to Mission Coffee. We had coffee. We sat there for hours. Because we didn't just talk about DJing. We didn't just talk about
Wasn't just business. Yeah.
Now I know his kids. I know more about his wife. I know when he maybe has an obstacle that it's, you know, it's like, yes, you go take care of your kids, go take care of your family. And so I think that's with everyone that I've tried to work with for the experience, that they're truly people I know. Now some people may say it's cliche that they're my friends, but they are.
Well, we've gotten a lot of new vendors too, so it's like,
yes.
yeah, it's not so cliche anymore, I guess is what I mean.
Well, it's the fact that they are my friends. Most of the people that are at the experience, and you too, I mean, they're on our phone.
Yeah, we can text or call every single one of the vendors.
I'll say to you,
to have a question for them,
do you have them in your phone? Because I don't think I have them in mine. And that's almost with every vendor.
Yeah.
But before the first experience, I called every vendor.
Oh yeah, actually the first two, yeah.
I called the first two and I sat there and you guys just fed me names.
Yeah.
And when I'd stop and go, okay, do this person. Okay, call this person. Okay, call this person. Some people I'm used to texting, which that's their communication style. But we did think it was really important that I called.
To personally call them and tell them this is what time you're going to move in for your spot. You're going to come in through this door. Do you need electricity? Do you need tables? Do you need chairs? How many chairs? And do you have everything else you need? What other information do you need? Right. Especially those who have never done a show before, because they don't know how to set up. They don't know much about it. So we just wanted to make sure everyone was taken care of. So. And
people appreciate that because when a new person signs up, I typically say, you know, I'll ask them. They'll usually say to me, "I've never done this before," and I'm like, "Great."
Let me help you.
You're not like trying to not or do something from past experience. This is new for you. So let me tell me what you're going to do, and I'll give you suggestions.
Yes.
You know, make your booth exciting. Bring in props.
Yeah, or if people thought they were just gonna do a little 6-foot table, and we were like, no, you probably want to do more so you can actually decorate and show your work.
Yes.
So, and people who did that were more appreciative of that.
Yes.
So.
And welcoming. And they might say, well, I have this little coffee table at home. What do you think? I'm like, bring it.
Yep.
Well, bring it all. I'm like, bring it. You got a little rug? Bring it. If you don't need it, you can take it back to your car. But bring it so you won't be saying, I wish I had it.
Yes.
Because it seems like a 10 by 10 is small, but a 10 by 10 for some people is a bedroom, right?
Oh, true. Yep.
So use the whole space, right? Don't just put a table up front. Actually, they should push their table back so that people come in.
Yeah.
Like welcome
like
people into your space. And just to talk more about the experience, we do not have the sidewalls.
Oh, yeah.
It does not look like a convention, which is really important to the design.
Yeah.
And design is really important to me. I probably
it's more
spend
open concept. Yeah.
I spend a lot of time on design,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And it's the functionality. Like if I'm designing a venue or someone's home, I mean, I know the exact feet from the back of someone's butt at the bar to the end of another table. It's like that's 16 feet and 7 inches.
Yep.
And so people go, how do you know that? Because I've looked at it for 2 weeks, you know, or I've moved it around because it's really important. And you know why I think it's so important to me? Because I made a rookie mistake years ago that I'll never forget. Like ever.
What happened?
I put everything too close.
Oh yeah, with
All
the servers like.
You know what it was? The servers looked at me across the way, and they were at the kitchen door. This was at the Marriott. I'm just going to say it was at the Marriott. And the servers I knew from the convention center, right? And they looked at me across the way, and they're like,
"Where are we going to go?"
And I thought, you know what? I am never going to do this again. So I think, you know, you learn, right? And I can share that with people. as to why, and maybe even conceptually why more space is better than less space. People will come together in those empty pockets.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they congregate there with their drinks and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know for what reason they just they decide to go, but in the middle of the table, like, or between all the tables instead of on the outskirts. They always do. Yeah.
Well, and I
That's a
think
good
it's,
point.
you plan with me now, and so you hear why I do things. You hear why clients want to do things a certain way.
But they don't think about all the other things.
They don't. Yeah. They don't think about the pockets of space.
Yeah.
And creating pockets instead of a straight square will allow your service team to come in and will allow the guests to congregate. So that's the experience I'm going to use to talk to people about their business. It's not just all, it's hard for me to just get up and stand and read some slides.
Yeah. Well, that's boring anyway. We didn't put many words on the slides because the words are up here.
Yeah. I can't do that, and I won't. That's part of what I do. I want to take a subject and then be able to elaborate on it, but be able to look at the people and see how does this relate to them?
Yeah.
Right. So that's a huge part of it, is that people understand that for me, it's not about memorization. What I'm giving them in the moment is truly coming from
Real experience.
real experience and really trying to tap in.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins, I saw him live when he first started, and one of the things is he did not stop until he felt that everyone got it.
Yeah.
There's 1,200 people. And some people left. Some people were like, I can't take this. It's midnight.
Oh. What time did it start?
5.
It's a long time.
But you know what? I watched him and I learned, and he was pinpointing people. He was looking at them and they were affirming him, and once they affirmed him, then he knew they got it.
Yeah.
And so that's just something I've learned, that sometimes you have to switch it up for certain people. Sometimes what
People
you write,
learn in different ways too. So.
oh, they do. They do.
Yeah.
And so sometimes what you write structurally for class isn't always what you're going to say. Now I know in school, in college, in different things, people have a syllabus. So I'm not saying to throw it away, right? Because there's certain things you have to teach as part of the structure.
Yeah.
But a lot of what you teach in sales has a very loose structure, because it's always going to change. And for note taking, different people take notes differently. I tend to write a lot, which is ironic. Which is ironic, because when I teach, I don't like a lot of stuff, but when I listen and I hear, I do write a lot.
Everything down. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're both the same on that. Yeah.
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 She writes more than me.
Yeah.
You're a good note taker.
Thank you.
Excellent. Whenever we do some type of event, or we're doing like not even a wedding or an event, Sam usually takes the notes, and
Yeah,
the
when we go on
client,
site visits. Yeah.
the client will say, "Wow, those were great
I
notes."
didn't know that. Thank you. Oh, thanks.
And I will say, "I'm so happy," because that's part of it, and I think that's why we work so well together, because she's learned what I'm strong in and my strengths, and I've learned her strengths, and I've learned what I need to work on. It's not even weaknesses, because I can do it. It's just that there's certain things I do way better, right? And so why struggle and do something? It's not that you can't do it. It's just that if you're have a partner, a power partner, which is a whole nother buzzword we're going to talk about in there, somebody that can lift you up, or somebody that can support you. I mean, she's my support team. So if she can do it better, did you know I felt all these great things about you?
This is so
I know,
nice.
I can see it.
Wow. I mean, I was having a bad day before, but now.
Well, because it's true. And I thought about this today, about scaling my business. There was a time when my business was larger. I had more people that worked with me. I was doing more events. Now the type of events were different, but I was doing more, so I had scaled. The problem is that I wasn't always efficient, right? Because what I had around me wasn't as efficient. It just didn't work. So I pulled back down, and I was thinking about it today. We are at a level now where we could scale again, right? Because now we can hand things off to people because we do it so well.
Yeah.
We've mastered it, and so therefore we can teach other people how to master it. And that's the whole process.
Yeah.
That's the whole experience. So, you know, it's kind of interesting because we're really looking at everything together. I mean, the Experience Wedding Expo at the convention center here, right? But then from that, we moved into the next business strategy, the mixer, and then now we're doing, you know, the Experience, the educational series. The thing is, we have, like, the concept has been here for a while.
Yeah, we've been trying to put on the classes for a while, but
November 5th.
yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, November 5th in the calendar.
Yes, and I think it was actually before the first Experience. If not, it was somewhere there.
It was between.
Yeah. So what happened is you know, the concepts were there, the ideas were there. I've been wanting to teach again for a long time. I've been wanting to public speak again for a long time, and so the structure. I remember even we had the class. Yeah, the subjects and the class breakdown. We've had that since October for the November class that we were going to hold. Yeah, so we've had it all laid out, but so we've refined it.
Yes, yeah.
But you know, we did the Experience. We did a great job with that, and then we moved into business strategy. We did, you know, a couple of experiences, but all
a couple
along
of business strategies. But actually, I liked that we did those first because then it kind of introduced more people together and other, not just wedding professionals to come to these classes, but other business professionals that may or may not need some help. So
yes, and so now doing the educational series, I think is great. You can always find information about all of these on Eventbrite.
Yes.
You know, and we put a lot of the classes, the education, the tickets for the Experience Wedding Expo and the tickets for the Business Strategy Mixer are on Eventbrite. And I just feel that's a really great place because people can see everything. And when they can see everything from this, you know, one organization, which is LOM Productions, which is who we are, LOM Productions, Weddings and Events, when they can see everything together, they can choose because there's a lot of different things. And I realize people are busy. I mean, that's the whole thing. You're busy, and so you can't make everything, but I hope you can make something.
Yes.
You know, because
we've got a lot going on.
We got a lot going on.
You got to be able to make it to something.
And we got more to come.
I'm excited for our first class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too. So what we're going to start today, my name is Leslie Hayes, and we're going to do a class today. It's called the Experience and Educational Series. And you know, like I said before, we've got 3 classes in this series: life, love, and weddings, but really some education that people can see through the years that I personally have helped me, that I've learned, and something that I can pass on. You know, I'm not a gatekeeper, never have been, because I feel that what I know, why should I keep it? Like, it's my goal to share what I've done. It's my goal in business because I have done a lot of things, but I want to make sure people understand that maybe in their business they're going through the same thing. So we're going to start soon, and thank you for being here. Can't wait. Okay, so the Experience and Educational Series, I just want to share with you, this is class 1, and it's enhancing your presence for business basics. Now, when I started thinking about this class, business basics could be how'd you get the name of your business? So this is a little bit about that, and of course the second class is going to be sales for the non-salesperson, which when I talk tonight, there's a lot of sales in it, and as we start to go, after the first module, there'll be an exercise, but you can ask questions. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and go on Eventbrite so you can see the series of the next things we're going to be doing, and we hope to see you again at the Leslie Hayes Show. Take care.